This is executive music producer of the show, Brown Tiger's Take on Boundaries. Welcome back.
Oh
Welcome back,
yeah.
good sir.
Welcome back. Thanks for having me.
It's been a while.
Taz.
How have you been there?
Farewell. I've been fairly well, I say. I've seen Minty a day.
Sounds exquisite. Sounds exquisite.
Indeed. Don't know where that came from, but yeah, I've been good. I've been having thoughts on my journey, but
Oh,
no, I've been on a little hiatus from
life,
other things.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Extracurriculars. Sounds like me.
Yeah, there we go.
I can definitely relate. Clearly, but here we are. So, what do boundaries mean to you?
They mean everything. Um, yeah, you're all going to have to bear with me this time. To me, boundaries can be either a wall or
Mhm.
a stepping stone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come through, come on, metaphor. You know, I live for a good one. Walk us through.
I was a person who had very, very many boundaries in my life. And some of those boundaries, through my experiences and mistakes I made, I turned into stepping stones. I found out
Mm.
they were boundaries I had placed upon myself.
Ah.
And those boundaries that I had created were actually keeping me from other things.
Oh boy. This
Yeah.
guy. He's been here
It's,
before. This is like my
yeah.
literal step one, knowing
Yeah.
yourself and your limits. Oh my god. Oh.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Ah.
Not the whole.
So literally, like when you come to that realization in that moment, especially that early, he's an advanced student here, people. So clearly he's been
It's
here before. He doesn't need no learnings, no nothing. But
hi.
realizing you are the problem
Oh
is so
man.
unproblematic. Well, for yourself, you're gonna be battling with how problematic it is, but when you get to that point, you're just like, "Oh, it is me."
Mhm.
That
Uh,
self-actualization, it sucks, but
yes.
but you know where you need to start, making strides to make things work again, and clearly working on yourself in order to establish boundaries beyond that externally, I'll say.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely something that it hurts. That pride, people talk about ego death. I know that's trending
Mhm.
now and then. They don't talk about that part that hurts with it. They talk about all the success and glory that comes from, but to burst your own bubble, oh, it
Oof.
it changes you as a person.
The humbling
Oh,
experience of it all.
yeah. So I've been dissecting that here as of late.
Can't you hear the pain in his voice, guys? Like, this is
Yeah.
real life shit going on.
Like, yeah, go back and listen to the very first one we did, and
He's
this
all
one,
like,
like,
"Hey!"
right,
This one, he's like, "So, my
bruh.
name is Brown Tiger, and I am here to
Welcome.
speak about boundaries."
We are gathered here this evening to discuss our feelings.
It's what we called growth. But no,
Ah.
hopefully, literally talking through this not only provides the audience, hello, hi people, but you yourself with clarity because like essentially the idea behind this whole series was just to not only talk, I know we do the conversational style here, but just essentially kind of like even if we're not directly hitting at what an issue may be for you, just opening your eyes. Wait, I didn't think of that. Or hey, maybe I should try that out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the best. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm happy to say, like, I'll happily take the plunge. The movie Everywhere, Everything, All at Once,
Yes.
nailed it. Like,
Boom.
I don't know what it was, but like, you get it. You
Yeah,
guys, you see what I'm. Go watch that movie if you have not.
for sure.
All right, make it work.
But yeah, you're right. I feel like it did hit extremely accurately. It kind of does like
in a spooky way almost, like
Ah, it's so good. It's so
and,
good.
like, spending time with my Sifu and Asian American family and my Asian American friends, like, seeing their household growing up, like, the way they depicted, like, that house, like, all of this is so accurate, like, scarily, like, yeah, that's how it is. And then, like, no spoilers, but the big conclusion, at
Man.
the end. But, yeah, it was so beautifully done. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about the like, I wanna talk about it, but for people that are gonna watch it, like, I don't wanna say anything, but, oh my god, it's so good.
It is. Well, yeah, we'll just leave it at the recommendation.
There we go.
Fine. There you
They're
go.
not paying us for this, don't worry.
Right. Hello? Stop that promo. Hello?
See, I'm
Thanks for
aware.
waking me up. I gotta get back on track myself. Free promotion. That's my boundary.
Call
Not
me.
getting paid.
Hey, golden rule, folks. Get your
Yo.
paper.
Step one.
Boundary number one. What I was gonna say on the movie thing, that was her overcoming the thing she was not okay with possibly doing or getting into or trying.
Mhm.
Like, the whole premise was to try do crazy things and it
Yeah.
gives you the ability. No, that honestly, I tell people all the time, brush your teeth one day without any water. And they're like, what this? I was like, I know, sounds absolutely nuts. But just
How can
like
I do that?
the thoughts that come into your mind when you do that action might open a door somewhere that you might not normally look. And you overcame it's small boundaries, small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to just life in general, that is also a kind of along the same vein. I mean, you literally have to try because you never know.
Oh my god. Music, let me tell you.
Oh boy, here it is.
You gotta try it. You don't know if someone's gonna like it. It's not up to them. It's up to you, bro. Put that out there. It might sound funny now. It might be one person in the world that's like, hey, you know what? You gotta try.
So, when it comes to setting up your own set of boundaries, how do you establish them?
Is this going to cause harm to anyone? Number one. That's
Oh,
first red
wow.
flag. Like, if anyone's gonna get
You're
hurt,
worried about the general public. Okay.
that's terrible. Oh my
Oh, Gen
god.
Pop.
Should pop. Yes, I worry about my babies out there. Like we said, you can't watch the news anymore. Just don't ever look at that if you don't want to worry about
Oh,
things.
Lord.
I'm a big mental health advocate for like all the letters and stuff. Uh, and I actually like to talk about my own stuff as a means of like showing people it's okay to talk about your things.
Yeah.
And so I understand the times you hear someone mention something, you might in streaming, for instance, the
Mhm.
lurkers who might not want to say anything, but like just hearing someone, tell their story makes them feel, a little better about their thing.
Therapized.
Yeah. So I empathize with everyone now,
Yeah.
which is part of the problem. So
Come on, Dr. Phil.
me coming from like I was the second oldest of seven kids,
Mhm.
and I was the wild one. Like out of all the Rugrats, like
Really?
right.
Interesting.
This gives you some insight
It
into.
does. Alright.
I learned to be
I can
zen.
I can get oldest middle kid for sure.
Oh,
As
man.
free well, wait, what position? If you could guess, what position do you think I am among siblings?
How many we got?
Total 4. 4 for
Four.
4,
Uh,
including myself.
number two.
Nope.
Three.
Nope.
One.
Nope.
What?
I's the baby.
Now, see, that makes sense because the baby over here, oh, she's a genius. Oh my God.
She's picked up on everything that we did and is
Oh,
not doing the same. "Hey,
it's
oh my
a
god, you're so spoiled." Like, "No, I
bro.
just learned from you guys. Sorry."
It's embarrassing sometimes when we go out. I'm like, oh my God, let me button up
"Wait,
my shirt.
wait, how you do that?
Get this
Wait, I
get
don't know
this
how to do that. How
mustard
do you know how
stain
to do
off
that?"
me. Oh, this is formal. Okay. Get my
god.
right, and yeah, that's shout out to the babies of the crowd.
Yay.
Baby gang, come through for us, help us,
Right.
Yeah, we're depending on you guys. Please help.
Like, "What app do I need? Huh?"
Is this gonna harm anybody? Not just physically, but like
Mhm.
is me I don't like gossipy stuff. I don't like
Oh,
talking
yes.
about people. That's a boundary for me. I'm the type where I'll try to steer it into a joke. I try to keep the energy of the room fairly light. Whoa, buzzkill. Like we talk about trauma dumping. I try
Ooh.
to like flip it, in a nice manner, but there's instances where like, nope, here comes that rain cloud.
Oh, for sure. Here comes the paragraph of text that I didn't ask for. Thank you.
Right. So I try to avoid that. Anything that's gonna bring the energy downward.
Yeah,
That's me and harming other people because I believe you can harm people's energy as well.
that is a fact.
That's that trauma dump thing. We talk like you're
Yes, it
harming
is.
a lot more people than just you and the person you're talking to.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's essentially domino effect.
right now, I'm
It's
sitting here thinking about oh me mall. Oh man, I miss grandma's cooking too. Like,
like, but
oh,
my grandma as well. Like,
right,
what are we doing here? I understand moments where you need to have that connection
right.
and shared exchange, but you also kind of have to realize when your timing is off.
Oh, timing is everything.
Yeah, just because you're ready to trauma dump or even share, I'll say, or release information or just vent in general, doesn't mean that other person is ready to receive that.
Right. It has to be two consenting parties to the trauma dump,
It is a
folks. Like,
two-way street. So,
yeah, we talk about and a lot of stuff like with streaming, especially. I feel like everyone has mentioned the person that comes in,
hi guys.
right?
Hey.
And I know it seems like beating a dead horse, but it's not. It's that important to
Because
set
we've
those
all ran
boundaries.
into that person while we were streaming,
Ah,
and we're kind of like, gotta keep my audience good and you at
let's
bay so you don't trigger anybody else.
right. Yay! Let's go, gang, to the let's go raid somebody. Woo!
Responsibility.
But yeah, it's pushing for people to set those personal boundaries. It's okay to
Absolutely.
say, nah, fam. Like,
And low key inadvertently kind of trying to push that other person to create their own set of boundaries. I
mhm.
mean, obviously, you can't tell them, "Hey, beat it, doofus," even though we want to.
Right.
But
So bad.
at the
So bad.
same time, your delivery has to be, I don't wanna say soft enough because sometimes not whatever. It just depends on the case. We won't go
Right.
over semantics, but
Not today.
you have to essentially not, I don't wanna say disengage from what they're talking about, but you have to do it in a way that doesn't discount their feelings. Ew, I know.
Right.
So ew. But
Feelings.
you
Ooh.
wanna take those into consideration while not obviously playing yourself or, anybody else
Right.
who's in the room as well, because it could be an awkward situation or more awkward
Absolutely.
than it already is. So, yeah.
Right.
Ugh, gross.
Ugh. Now that we're done with feelings.
Feelings.
Feeling. Yeah, so no harming anybody, no bringing the energy down is my number one. So even when I approach people in conversation, like I'm an overthinker.
Mhm.
I'm the type of person where I have to have a dialogue box to choose from, otherwise I can't talk.
Multiple choice options.
Yeah, like A, Y, B, X. Like which button do I push for the to like think on the fly? Oh my god, straight panic attack. So I'm constantly playing out scenarios in my head already, but
Oh, for
all of
sure.
them are definitely what can I talk about with this person to make their day a little better? To show them that, hey, I know everything's on fire, but it's okay. That hat's cool, man.
Yeah. Like, how could I
Like,
make this pivot without discouraging them or
right.
basically telling them to get out of my face?
Call it a verbal judo.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. You gotta maneuver. You
Right?
have
You
to
got to
maneuver.
learn to maneuver out here in these streets, fam. It is.
It's wow.
Have you been outside lately? Oh my God.
It's rough out there, people.
You gotta maneuver.
Like, you watch or don't watch the news. It's kind of wild. Wild
Yeah.
times we are living in. No, it feels like, "Oh my god, everybody says that about when they're growing up," but no, there's some,
Right. Nah,
like,
this ain't
yeah, this ain't normal.
this
I don't
something
know what
different.
normal is, but this ain't it.
You know when you go get that food you used to love and it's something a little different, you're like, nah, they did something different with the French fries this time.
Fries don't taste the same.
Mm-mm. Like, no, these the ones. Nuh-uh, no.
Nah,
This
nah.
yeah.
After you establish your boundaries, of course, when you find yourself in those positions of, I don't wanna say confrontation, but we might hit that eventually.
Oh boy.
How do you enforce your boundaries?
That is where I struggle.
That is where I jump.
Yay! That's the next question, please.
5th, moving on, please,
Right,
please.
yeah, the step I am terrible about, passive aggressive behaviors.
Mhm.
I'm the prince of hint dropping. I'll never tell you directly, but there will be hints, and you have to be smart enough to get them because they're not very good.
That indirect communication.
I'm terrible about it. That's why it takes me so long to respond sometimes. I'm going through this crisis in my head.
Yeah.
Oh god, I didn't respond yesterday.
Like,
I'm a
"Yo,
terrible
I'm
person.
not ignoring you, but Imma just be
Right.
like, 'My
I'm
bad, I
crying
didn't
in the
hit send
shower
of
is
this
what's
message.'" Like, "Yo, I hit you up a month ago, but things were happening, life was
right.
lifing." It's just
But
like,
see,
yeah,
like we get it to where like we don't have to constantly pester each other about stuff.
for sure.
We get it. So we can look across the classroom. Did you see that? Mm-hmm.
Head nod,
You know, that
boom.
look, right? That
Mhm.
there they go.
Yep.
That's them right there. Right. So we don't have to do that. But going out in like public to like that
In the
area
real world,
of the game where there's damage,
man, oh man,
like
and friendly fire's on.
right, like it's the Wild West, like, it's out there,
It's
and
scary out here.
there's no dialogue box to choose. So yeah, getting to that moment where someone pushes that boundary, like I panic because I'm trying to diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find any option to, but it's like that meter's increasing. And then there's that part of me we talked about earlier with all the siblings.
Oh, Lord.
That monster that
Yep.
I've been trying to meditate about, he bubbles up and is like, "What did you say?"
Talk to me like that.
And I'm like trying not to do that because people are crazy. They shoot a lot now. Nobody fist fights
Hello?
anymore. And like I'm
Wow.
all trying to get buffed so I can like hold my
Violence.
own, and they're just pew pew pew. Like, well, that's not fair. That's me in real life out there in the world.
Regular GI Joe.
So yeah, I've been trying to be better about establishing those boundaries and actually saying what I mean, saying what I want, actually
Oh,
like
yeah.
making the decision, letting it go to the universe, have
Oh,
you
yeah.
will, and whatever happens, happens. Like that terrifies me.
Really? That's such a freeing feeling. It's just like the letting go of it all. Like, honestly, not even to where you're putting it off on somebody else, but when you come to the realization of self, ba-da-ba, and
Bringing it back.
you get that you don't have to stand for certain things. And even if it's not something that's that major, you could just not like
Yeah.
ketchup on your french fries. It doesn't have to be like a
Right.
really habitual line stepping of a boundary that you're just like, "Nope."
Right. This doesn't have to be like a prison or freedom decision
Right,
like you're making. Like,
exactly.
whoa, whoa, come back, come
Nothing too
back.
serious, even if it's a light situation. And again, the confrontation, of course, that sounds argumentative and very problematic, but it's not. It's just more so just meeting, I wanna say the other person or whatever the hell you're dealing with at that moment, either just saying a no,
Mm.
providing a reason if you feel like it, or just putting your foot down, and these are such harsh terms, like, why don't we have better epithets for, like, standing up for
Bruh, we
yourself?
need
Put
new
your foot down.
words,
Like,
fam.
why does
Like
this
the
sound so violent?
say, young blood, sometimes you just gotta put your foot down out
"Oh,
here.
you crossing the line, my brother." Like,
You
why? Why?
you you gotta let jive turkeys know when they
Hey, hey,
stepping on
hey.
you. Like, yeah, we gotta come up with better like linguistics
It
for
does
stuff
sound
now.
very 70s, like,
God.
infomercial. This is terrible. Okay,
We
but
need new catchphrases.
basically, when you're not up for taking, or bending for anything, could be major, could be simple, but when you know within yourself that, "Hey, I stood up for myself for today," that's a part of the process as well.
That
And
is growth.
and knowing that that isn't common for everybody else is just like, "Wait, what? You don't like doing that? I love advocating for myself."
Bruh, like that's the other thing. Like I think that messed us up after COVID is like when
Oh,
we were
boy.
secluded and finding. Remember, we all
Ugh,
found ourselves for
and
some
then we wanted to run back outside.
right, and like people were like, please open the bar. Oh
"Can
my
I take my mask off,
god!
please? I cannot. I
Like,
just can't."
didn't the divorce rate quadruple?
It did, absolutely. You were at domestic violence rate that's not funny. I'll say
Right,
that. I'll
not
preface it with
funny.
that because those stats were in the same study.
Right,
But
like the
divorce
numbers are
rates and
there.
DV went way up, and essentially domestic incidents in the home too, crime-wise, if you've
Yeah.
noticed, like, around your area. So, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
folks, that
unfortunate.
happened. That is a part of our
See,
history.
it's that
Like,
damn COVID.
fake news.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, like
Messing up
the
your respiratories and your household one at a time.
right. Just tearing homes apart.
Tearing everybody up
COVID was a
worldwide.
real one. Messed up lungs and families. Good God. Yeah, remember we all found ourselves? See how
Ugh,
that turned you see how things are going today? Remember we found
so gross,
ourselves?
so
I don't
gross.
think we're all that happy right now. Like we're all
No,
struggling a little bit. But like it's okay. We're going to get through it together, I thought.
and it's so weird because the pandemic, okay, it's getting very
This is why we
spacey and
can't sit
tinfoil
together. I
hatty.
told you. Right. Get ready. Buckle up,
Why
buckaroos.
why did we like the time warp? What? What
Let's talk
happened?
about it.
What? What happened? How are we in 2023 right now? Like, damn, COVID was almost 3 years ago. What?
Right. Like, excuse me?
That is absurd.
I was
Don't you
scared
talk to me like
yesterday. What are
that.
you talking
What?
about?
COVID? We were on
Ew.
lockdown? Doesn't it seem like
Oh my
we
god.
had to
Like
go through nothing like that? And it's
and I
like we all got MIB'd. Like, what happened?
right. Like, did we lest we forget our history? Like you guys are all about history until some shit goes wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, not that one. Not
Mm-mm,
no,
we ain't
no.
putting that in the books. We just keep going down
CRT.
the line. That's not the part of history you wanna remember. Mm-mm.
Excuse
Mm-mm.
me.
Mm-mm.
I have a word. Yeah, like what happened? Like I am so scared right
It
now.
happened, but it's such a blur. We were literally in slow motion as time was going on because, again, having to sit with yourself, deal with personal demons, other types of demons that you were dealing with in your household or not, when it comes to like
Hmm.
your life, personal life, relationships, work, all that jazz just mixed into
Even
one.
the little demons. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Some people found out, oh, I don't know if I like these kids.
right. I
Like,
hate
no,
this
that's a true
family.
story. That
Dad,
happened. Some people
what
left.
did you say?
Like, oh, I gotta see you all day.
Oh, y'all don't gotta go to school today?
You sure you mind?
Y'all can't go outside for like 20 minutes, 20?
Right. Like
Run
all of
around?
that happened. Like so much happened on the playing field. And we're just like bebopping
Ooh.
along, TikTok dancing again. Like,
God, why? Why?
you remember when we all almost died?
Yeah, literally.
Like,
All of us almost caught a flu and just said, "Nah." Like,
remember when you first saw that empty street? Like the first time you saw an empty, like,
no
whoa.
traffic,
Oh, it was so nice.
kind of 0.
Ah, the introverts loved it. We had a great
Oh,
time.
had a party every night,
And
chilling. Like,
I
what's wrong with
think
y'all? Y'all
that's
need social interaction?
right. Like, what are you guys crying for? Like, you show up to game night all happy, they're all drunk, crying.
Hey.
Okay. Like, what's up, guys? I brought risk.
It's like, I hate that
Yeah.
game.
Like, I'm having a great time. Are you kidding me? But yeah, I think that's what messed us up, like you're saying about the time. Like, I feel like this is
Yeah.
part of my thesis statement, thesis paper on how the internet has flip flopped. The internet is now the real world because of the algorithm portal.
Bro,
We'll get it. Don't worry.
we will,
You'll get to say it. Don't worry.
of course.
I can see you excited.
Excited.
Like,
I am.
ooh. So yeah, like time moves completely different in your phone than it does in the real world because you get to see all these great things that are coming. You get
Mhm.
to see, air quotes, the future. Oh man, I can't wait till whatever movie, whatever game, whatever album, all the stuff you consume, you get to see what's coming down the pipeline. So you're living a little bit over there
Yeah.
because you're excited for the thing, not realizing like, hey, it's Tuesday and the trash runs today. Oh shit, yeah, that is a thing I have to physically actually do every Tuesday before 9 o'clock.
Sundays and Thursdays for me. All right.
So I feel like some of us have such a disconnect during COVID when you couldn't go outside.
Yes.
And there was a crowd of people that we saw it in the Twitch industry. This crowd of quote unquote gamers that came out of nowhere. They were into this culture. Oh, yay. We were all excited at first. Yay, friends.
Community.
But like we said about the internet and stuff being the Wild West, well, what
Mhm.
happened in the Wild West? Remember the gold rush?
That's
Like,
offending.
so
It's like,
we'll break
wait,
it down so
who
people
are
understand.
these
Like,
people really? Like, what?
but remember how it was for the people that lived in the lands where the gold was? It
Absolutely. Yeah.
wasn't a great time for
No,
everybody.
no. Like, wait, why
So,
are you digging at my front pond?
bruh, you just walk out your back door. You're like, hey,
Just holes everywhere.
but it's the Wild West. There's no rules. It's a new frontier. So yeah, people robbed trains in the old west.
Yes,
People
they
got
did.
murdered like constantly
Man, what a
in the old
savage time.
frontier. Right, like that's our history, bro, but we don't talk about it. Just do another
We don't
John
talk
Wayne
about
film
those days. Mm-mm.
because cowboys are cool.
Exactly.
Bang, bang, bang. Like
America's
these
heroes.
these were bounty hunters on my team. Like
On
that, it didn't look good
steroids,
for us. Like, we hated
literally.
that. And I kind of want to go protest. So, Gold Rush is what happened with the Twitch community. The really not even just Twitch, the internet in general.
I would say across platforms,
Yeah,
as far
it
as
was
content creation. Yeah.
kind of like where that era of the parents joining Facebook started happening.
Ew.
Right. Remember, we were all like, ew, dad, no, I'm not
Yo.
unfriend. After they started getting on, and then you started seeing more and more, social media stuff going on. But back in the day, Facebook was, I thought it was like a college program for like,
Invite only with the .edu addy.
it was a great
Period.
time. We were having fun.
Amazing. Fun.
Then mom and dad showed up.
MySpace for schools, and I was just like,
Uh,
"Auntie?"
they're fighting on my wall about the potato salad.
Get your uncle. Get your uncle.
Your mama crazy. So, like,
I
Dad,
can
why
see
did you?
this post.
Like, you tagged her in it, Dad. Like,
Yeah. Wait. Uh-oh. Delete it. Delete it. Delete it. Delete it.
I didn't mean to do
Like everybody already
that.
saw it. Like, but can you delete it from their phone too?
Right. So I feel like, and especially us, is we were that generation that saw the birth of the internet coming into the home and
Yes.
everyone getting a home PC and this amazing
Mhm.
thing called AOL back in the day. You had to have a
Dial-up.
seed, things that.
Sell if you were a lucky kid.
And you were considered a nerd back then. Like if you
Yeah.
knew how
You
to
like
type,
computers? Ew.
right, a mouse, like ew, like you know how to type, ew.
Well, you be
That,
burning CDs. How you do that?
but now
All right,
it's
here's a
like
list. Recommendations? I need a playlist. Thank you.
Bro, I had so much lunch money in school.
Side note, and low key embarrassing, but I still have blank CD spindles,
Bruh,
dog.
there's a
I
stack right there.
refuse. I
Like,
refuse to throw them away. Why would I need to throw them away?
one day I'm gonna go on a road trip.
One day I'm burning everybody's CD.
Y'all gonna need me when Spotify shut down.
You gonna need this playlist.
I'm like, hey, what's up? I got that new Ludacris. So yeah, the internet, we saw it grow, but
Yes.
the ones that were playing on keyboards, the nerds back then, we kind of grew with it and became this niche side culture that was over here somewhere.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
was a running joke, the Revenge of the Nerds was a whole movie. But then fast forward to that COVID wave, I feel like we need to update the whole ADBC. What's the post COVID like? Because this is a monumental moment in human history. Like,
Are we post? Because it's picking back up again. I don't know if we're totally
oh
post.
god, yeah, it's gonna be an era. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those things in the history book where it's like a dash. You got to remember all the dates for each
COVID
event.
2023.
God, yeah.
PE. Like, what?
So yeah, when the work from home wave came, there were even
Yeah, we
more
can
people that didn't do the internet thing that showed up.
exactly.
So now you have this entire new market of people to appeal to and sell to that don't care about any of this stuff. I just need to log into my work email.
Don't
But
give a damn
now,
how it works.
right,
Don't
like,
care about the back end. Just make it happen.
but they don't understand the way algorithms work and understand
Yep.
the thing is patronizing. It's pandering to you. Like, you understand this isn't real, Paw Paw. Exactly. Well,
I got an email that UPS, they said they tried to deliver a package. That's spam. How do you
like,
know? You didn't even read the letter. Who's it from?
right.
Oh, okay. All
so
right.
so that happened and people saw a market to capitalize on and it worked. It
Mhm.
was genius. I can't even be mad at it. It was such a good
Scamming at
finesse.
an all-time high.
Yo, that was good.
People with PPPs,
Oh my god.
corporations just running a bag. Wow.
And now we're in inflation mode and everybody's panicking. I was like,
Mhm.
you guys didn't think there was going to be repercussions from this new gold rush?
Right, right.
Like,
Now you
once,
have your storage room full of toilet paper in preparation for whatever's next
what
from 2019.
what was
Like,
the toilet paper? No one's ever told me what that was. Why were we doing that?
I don't know. Like,
Right.
for people and necessities, like I don't let me not be judgmental in this
Did
moment.
COVID give you the runs and I didn't know? Like, what
Even
was
if it did, you still had access to water. Hello. Go buy something else with your money instead of freaking buying pallets of toilet paper from Costco. Like, what is wrong with you?
legit pallets? I saw the video.
Ain't buy none, no food, nan can in the cart, but you got all the toilet paper in the world. Charmin thanks you.
I feel like that was the first experimental moment, big conspiracy media that was, oh, they'll go for it. Oh, they will do whatever. And like, it's been a shitstorm ever since.
Just like when there's a big, well, a probable black or brownout or some kind of storm coming towards you.
Hmm.
Everybody's buying up all the milk, eggs, and the
Yeah,
bread because they're gonna have a fucking French toast party. What
bruh,
is that?
I'd eat so much grilled cheese. Oh my god.
All the sandwiches.
Oh my god. I don't ever want to see grilled cheese again.
It's like, yo, what is
Well,
happening?
this
Like,
bread's about to go bad, so what are we doing? Grilled cheese again tonight. Like, you know
it's
what we're
like in
doing.
these moments, you literally wonder and then like worry about people at the same time. 'Cause it's like, yo, did you get anything to survive, or are these perceived necessities that you feel you need? Like
Right. Like
12, 8 packs of toilet tissue.
like anytime there's a hurricane, there's someone doing a video in it.
Oh, you already know.
Like at this point, we're not shocked anymore. Yeah, that's what
No.
they do. Like when hurricanes come, there's a person standing in front of it saying,
Oh, no, I'm
"Woo!"
going to be in the hurricane.
Right,
Are you gonna
like
evacuate? No. They told us to, but I chose not to. Anything for the content.
bro, attention is the new crack epidemic.
It's so
It's
gross.
scary. It's so scary
Yeah,
to see it happening and people not realizing it happening.
in real time,
Like, you know how you see somebody that's been on watching YouTube shorts or videos for like 2 hours?
nonstop.
Like, hey, are you aware? It's cool, do your thing, but
No
it's like,
skips, just straight through.
right,
And
it's
even has the
five
nerve to
o'clock.
run it back sometimes. Like, what is going on?
Then lean over to you. Hey, look at this. Like, I'm worried about your health right now. Is what I'm.
Like, yo, are you responding? Are you at least liking these
Right, I ain't liked a
content?
thing in the last
Did you
two
comment?
hours.
Did you
Like,
subscribe? Like, what?
why are you doing this? You
Did you
haven't
watch that video
laughed.
already?
Like, no giggle.
Not a snort, no chuckle, no nothing.
Right.
You just watching these corny videos like, yeah. I don't even know what that is. It's the lack of attention span, of course, but at the same time, why do people choose to waste their time doing stuff like that?
Honestly feel like it's gotten to a point where there's a set of people now that aren't even aware they're
Yeah.
in the hole. That's
Yeah.
how good, because I love marketing. I love
Of
the numbers. Like,
course.
how can I sell this to you? Because if I know how you're gonna sell, I've already beat you. Like, no, you can't sell me on this. So when like I said, COVID hit, they had to figure out a way to make those companies you saw that made a profit when everyone else was struggling.
Yep.
That's when I started paying attention. I was like, hang on, Starbucks, wait a minute. You
What is
mean to
going
tell me
on here?
everyone's all sick, you're shutting down, and for safety, all this stuff is happening, and you guys made more money? Like,
Coffee to you.
how did you do it? Like, that's my fascination. How did you pull off the heist? And I feel like there was some workings to figure out, like, how can we get this new wave of people on this new frontier of the internet, Wild West? How can we finesse them? And then remember NFTs happen. Yeah, like all,
Yo.
all kinds. Isn't BetterHelp in trouble for something?
Wait, Better Health got in trouble for NFTs?
Not for NFTs, but they did something to where like their like therapists aren't licensed or something. Like, you're just talking to
Oh, wait,
regular
I
people.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah, remember that happened and Better Life is still playing ads on
Yo, they're
YouTube?
still running up podcast ads, real
Like
ads on TV.
like you said, did we
Wow.
forget? Lest we forget our history. Wait a minute. So like you
That
said,
is
like
wild. I completely forgot about that.
this weird time loop to where like there's these time skips happening. Yes, so
We're just gonna erase your memory from that.
we're getting MIB'd somehow. I don't know
Telling
where the
you.
thing
I am
is,
telling you.
but
We have
something
to
is
figure
up.
out what the
I'm
break is
panicking.
in the structure because this is not making sense.
Like, it's not a simulation, right? Is that
I
so
hope.
you said it's not, right?
You sure?
Because I feel like someone keeps plugging it back in.
I don't know.
Right. So now, yeah, what that resonated with me, what you said about the time thing. That's real. I don't know what it is, but I feel it too.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's such a weird time period to even think about. Of course, yeah, we went through it. Yes, we're here. But at the same token, it's kind of not a where do we go from here situation. It's that getting back to a normalcy that people are trying to rush,
Mm.
and I don't think people are ready.
I feel like that's what's happening in the entertainment industry, where you're seeing a lot more of the nostalgia
Mhm.
push. That's our comfort. Like, remember the time, remember Kids Bop
Hip
throwing
Hop
all.
50, all these reunion tours and
Yeah.
stuff coming back. We got
Suddenly all the.
remake remakes of childhood
Yeah.
classics that we didn't ask for, but apparently the
Right.
children wanted this. They didn't,
Because
but
they know who this is.
they just need to be introduced to these characters too. They can watch the original on streaming, but no, we need jobs. So it's just like, yeah, it's a
Amen.
very weird period to be in.
Amen. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes!
Yes, auntie. Yeah, and it's like the weird thing, like I said, is seeing other people not see it, not taking the
And
red pill,
falling
and
for it.
like you
They're
saw the
just
Matrix,
falling
right?
for it. What are you
Like,
doing?
come on, man, what else do I need? But that information, misinformation, it's so good.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
they're
prevalent.
great. I know, like down with establishment and like the man, but we have to
Yeah.
understand the man didn't get to where they are by being dumb. They're very intelligent,
The man did research, unfortunately,
like a lot, and has all your data.
and has all the access. So,
It's an
yes,
uphill
we have to
battle.
work triply, quadruply as hard, even more just to even play catch up.
So, like, can we stop fighting for just 1 year?
Just one.
Like, just
Yes,
one.
that's all we need.
So yeah, that's why I'm amazed at those companies that profited during that time, and
Mhm.
Twitch was one of them. And that's when I started paying attention
Sure.
to things. And like we said, we started to see all those features added later. So it was
Mhm.
telling me you don't give a shit about your current, crowd, the ones who've been here supporting your platform when nobody was here. When
True.
all the new ones showed up, suddenly you had hot tub streams.
Oh my god, we gotta put our bow ties on. Like, what the fuck?
Right, like, excuse? You
Like,
didn't
we used to
change.
care about adult content, now we don't. We have an 18 and older filter now that we're just gonna put as a warning to cover our I mean, for your best interest and our viewers' best
Right.
interest. That's
We saw it happen in our neighborhood, is
uh,
the way to put it. It was happening over there, but the nerd community, we saw that wave come in and just ransack the place and
oh,
dip.
yeah.
So many streamer friends. If you look at that online who's streaming list, oh, it's very
Mhm.
dry compared to what it used to be. Like, oh no, it's
It's so
four
dry.
people. It used to be four.
Yo, it used to be to the point where you had to click more to see
You
who
had to
else was
scroll.
streaming. Now it's you don't even
Yeah.
get a scroll.
Right. Like, no,
Like,
you ain't
show
gotta worry
more,
about
like, "Oh, that's my list." Offline, 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 offline.
that.
Oh,
God.
alright.
And it's kind of sad because that the group that was here, we were happy to see people moving into the neighborhood.
That's
This
a
this was going to
fact.
create jobs for the community.
Jobs for everybody. Well, the ones that didn't quit their real life job, so
And we
listen
talked
to us
about that
'cause
from day
we
one. Like,
we
hey,
have talked about it
listen.
on many occasions. If you chose not to listen,
we
listen.
do not quit your job for this. Please. You see everybody
Ever.
looking for work now? Yeah. What happened? This was
Please
sustainable?
don't.
No. Don't do that to
No,
yourself. Get a
it's not.
skill, learn a trade for the love of God.
I was about to
Something.
say, that's literally probably the biggest have some sort of trade under your belt.
Something you can do, provide something like
A
be
service,
cute.
anything.
Like we all cute out here. What else you get?
What else you got?
Like, can you do something else for us? It's getting to that point to where the inflation thing happen. You're seeing that the man squeeze. No, this is the squeeze. We were
Yeah,
all having a great time. We all got them checks. We got them PPPs, having a great time. And now look,
having a great time. Now they're in jail. That's what's
right? Like, how's that going for you? Did you have
I
fun?
gotta pay this back. Wait, what?
Right?
Whoa,
Like,
whoa, 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 whoa. That
oh,
was
you
not a
didn't
part
think
of
they was
the deal.
coming for that back?
Right.
Oh no, you're not them. You can't do that.
Like, no, no, the rules are different.
Because we
Yeah.
saw them give all those loans and relief things, the big banks and stuff that they were
Oh,
giving to all the mom and pop. No, they ain't seen none of that money.
at all.
So that was our first clue. Hey guys, it might not be as cool as you thought. And now the price is going up on everything.
Yeah.
The amount of
Like,
layoffs that's happening. There was some studio, some game studio that just had, I think, laid off like 400
yeah.
people. Didn't
Oh, wow.
Google have a
Yeah,
big,
Google did too.
like,
Somebody
you're
else did
seeing
too.
all these,
Like,
like, the cushy jobs are like,
yeah, and these are
well,
major brands and companies,
right.
not mom and poppy type joints.
So you're seeing like it from that end all the way to the ditch digging in. Oh, we ain't got a
Mhm.
job for you. That's the squeeze happening, but we call it inflation. But they're trying to recoup that advance they gave you. Like we gonna need that back. Yeah, that's economics, kids.
101.
America. Remember how we had talked about the analogy of betting on the horse? Well, the Twitch horse didn't win, kids.
And then
And
continue to bet on that horse?
right. So don't bet on that horse anymore because they're pulling their money out of that. Like that's don't do that. It's not good.
Yep.
And then, like we said, with the layoffs at Google, all the way down to like I said, mom and pop local grocery store, you're seeing that squeeze on both ends because this one's trying to take the money back, and this one can't afford to stay open.
Capitalism.
Welcome to it, folks.
False notion of the return to work plans that a lot of corporate people saw in their jobs, and it's kinda like,
Right.
"We're leasing this giant building and everybody works from home now. What can we do?"
That's the part they never explain, and I hate it. Like, look out! It's about to. Remember the Enron thing when we were kids? It's
Uh,
like that kind of thing didn't stop.
no,
It
it just
just
kept
got
going
smarter.
getting worse, yeah.
Right. That's how it works. Racism didn't die; it got a little better.
Of course, when we start to explain it in terms of CRT, yay.
Right. Call it CRT. Like,
Whatever the fuck that
no.
is.
Like, well, you guys
Ugh.
just call it history, but okay.
We call it CRT in our county. Like, what?
And it worked. I saw it
It
work
sure did.
beautifully here. Like,
It
oh my
sure
God.
did.
If they had
So gross.
told you, hey, Miss Johnson, we ain't gonna let your son in this class, you'd have a fit that they won't let your baby learn whatever they're learning behind that door.
That's a fact.
But when they said it's this, you're like, nah, not my kid. He ain't finna learn that shit.
You don't need to learn none about that. It's
Like,
not our American history.
oh,
Like what? But it is.
like, it literally is, regardless of how you may feel. But we saw it happen and we saw it work. And gee,
In
that
real
was so
time.
terrifying for me. I was
In
like,
real time.
oh
Ugh,
no, this might be
so
bad.
bad.
And then the book banning in the library. Oh no, like it's getting worse.
Yeah.
We're burning
Like,
books again, bro.
I can't even front
Like,
pretty much.
whoa. What?
Of course, yes, when we grew up, we had permission slips and we had certain waivers we had to sign when we participated in like
Yeah,
certain lesson plans and things. But we had that option. People
right.
just weren't going to the PTA meetings and calling for bans on
What?
Thomas the Tank Engine. Like, what?
Not my baby. Can't learn about no damn train.
Ain't no chicken chicken boom boom tonight.
That train got a
Like,
human
wait, what?
face on it. What the hell? Kind of shit.
This is not logical.
Bro, but it happened. We saw, and I think that's why we're all so stressed. It's like we know what we saw the train wreck. Like we know
It's
what happened.
yeah, very slowly, but yeah, we
Right.
saw it.
And everybody's just like, keep on TikTok dancing. Just dance the despair away.
Now, 60-second clips. Stop increasing.
Just but I realized, okay, you're trying to distract me. I see the game
It's
now.
all a
You
distraction.
want to keep me entertained, which is cool to have your entertainment, but how, like you said, you've been scrolling for 3 hours and you ain't done nothing else.
Nonstop.
Like, you ain't gonna do anything else. Oh, I mean,
Like, yo,
cool.
it's nighttime now. Yeah, you wasted the entire day.
When I saw that finesse game happen over all of us, wow, you guys pulled it off. You really did it because they don't even know.
It's so wild, and I know we always creep into social media platforms and everything, but
It's creeping into us. So
to think that we lost Vine in order for it to be replaced by TikTok and for the snowball effect of the stories from Snapchat to be taken by IG, then put on other platforms to mimic those stories and other apps that I don't need stories from. Like, why the hell do I need stories in WhatsApp?
right, like the
Hello?
features we're
Anybody?
adding now, like
Anybody?
why?
Why?
But like why though?
Yo, some of these apps and platforms aren't even fully and thoroughly optimized themselves on the
Right,
back
like
end. You're literally bloatware, but you're worried about me posting stories now. What?
like, what are we doing?
So wild. Where are your priorities?
Right. But and it's working. People are going for it. I'm like, yeah, that's I don't know what else to say.
It's entertainment.
And as music production, being aware
Oh,
of the music industry, especially like I said, in the hip hop conglomerate, oh man,
yeah,
I worry.
yeah. I've been worried about music for a while, but It's just yeah,
I know.
okay, so let's pivot this way. So
Yeah.
watching the VMAs, I decided to just do it because I haven't done it in a while, and I
I
feel like, again,
ugh.
another form of just TV watching and entertainment we did lose with the pandemic was decent award shows and actual
Mm,
televised content. Not that
yeah.
that changed my opinion because wow. But
Tell 'em how you really feel.
you know how you when you were younger, essentially, and your parents would say, "Who's that? Da 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 da." They would
Yeah.
know certain artists, obviously,
Yeah.
the ones that had talent and actually kind of broke through just your
That
age group and demographic
that
and
caught their ear,
to your
yeah.
parents' ears. Exactly.
Right.
But watching that program,
Nope.
I was like, who is this? What?"
Right, I've
And the
said that
thing
so
is that I
much.
felt I didn't even care to go look into some of these
Oh,
people just
no.
based off of the sound. I was like, "It's pointless."
I'm not putting that in my search history.
No, no, nope. Ain't getting no potential streams for me.
Right, uh-uh.
Not in my Spotify history.
The thing in
Uh-uh.
the music part, there's the one and I'm speaking for in the hip hop community because I don't know what country's up to lately. I've heard they've been in some stuff lately. I don't know what's.
They've been dipping their toes also in rap and hip hop too,
Yeah, I
so
was like, what
yeah.
is somebody sent a buddy of mine sent me a
Child.
song one day. He's like, it's a country song. He's like, oh, you know how I feel about country. He's like, no, no, check it out. And I was like,
Mhm.
bro, this doesn't even. What is this? Like,
This
this is
ain't
country
country
now,
that I know. Like,
right?
right.
It's like, where's the banjo? No, they got 808s. It's like, oh shit.
808, synths, everything. I'm just like, "This isn't country.
Oh.
Where are the traditional instruments? I'm uncomfortable."
Oh god, yeah, it's even in that area, you see some that say it's the new wave, it's the new sound. We're the
Mhm.
old generation and just nah, that ain't it. I promise.
That's not it because we're still in it. We're not
Right, like
gone. You
I'm
can't count us out. Like, we're not the oldest generation, obviously, but at the
right.
same time, we're still in that pocket to where those artists that we pretty much grew up with that were a little bit older than us, they're kind of auntie and uncle age right now.
Right, that's auntie
And the
uncle.
younger ones were pretty much in between them and them, so it's just like, as the mediator
Right.
audience, we're just like, "So what are y'all doing?" And, like, uh,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
Like
know.
we're that weird in between market. Like
Yes,
we're that hard to catch market. They're not quite the old heads yet, but they're not quite the young ones. What do we do with them? And like
like,
we're panicking, like like Adderall. That's what we do.
just make it a TikTok dance, they'll like the song.
Right, they'll be fine. So yeah, it's not at all. We're just oh no. Actual good, great music transcends its demographic.
That's a fact.
The example I'll always give to anybody that ever wants to argue music is that Michael Jackson Super Bowl. That
Period.
go watch that video. There has never been a greater appearance and performance of a
Oh,
singer
man.
like ever. Like it gave
And
me
the
goosebumps.
thing that I'm afraid of is there's never going to be somebody with that type of
Right.
impact at a global scale ever again.
So us knowing we may never get that again, and
Yeah,
now AI Drake is hot. What the fuck happened?
that's what we have to compare it to. These are our greats.
Like what? What do you mean? Yeah, so
A modern legend. Like, oh,
things are
no thank you.
concerning.
Very much so.
So yeah, that's part of that boundary issue is the warping of the internet world and mindset into the reality. And we know, oh, there's no boundaries on the internet. Nobody
Oh
cares. You
god,
just say
not
whatever
anymore.
to whoever, whenever.
That's a fact. And like I said, social media made it worse and it just pretty much bastardized social skills for everybody because people do not know how to talk anymore, let
At
alone write or speak.
all.
So it's just like, oh.
And we saw like the news glorify it. They
Mhm.
any kind of negative bad tweet or posts like some celebrity said they throw that shit so much cred. Well, look what he said about her. And we were, oh my God. It became the new entertainment. And that's where that
Getting
hate
people to
watch came
deactivate
from.
their accounts, getting blocked by
Right. Like,
celebrities. It's amazing.
so we wonder why people are like throwing shit on stages now in hopes of getting some likes. Bro, you did what? You went
Trying to
to a
be seen,
concert.
you're putting somebody at harm.
You
Like,
paid the
what?
money to go get kicked out of a concert.
Let
What?
me throw water at Cardi and see how she gonna
Bruh,
react. Hello?
that was such a
Are
beautiful
you
throw though.
stupid?
Like,
That throw was beautiful, amazing, impeccable,
I
the
felt it, like,
greatest throw in history.
it's like, I'm not even a Cardi fan like that, but Netma was like, "Yeah."
That aim was
Like, she
right.
practiced that.
Like, this is a part of the show. There's no
Did
way.
she do drills?
Amazing performance.
Right, like, you didn't see that at a Michael Jackson the crowd would have beat you.
Hello?
Like,
As the
what?
security guards watch them beat
Right.
you. Like, what are you what?
And Mike's just standing there still staring.
Like, unfortunately, with social media and the internet, aside from that comfort that people have in these public social settings now, it's kind of like it gave them that audacity as well. This
Right.
isn't stuff that you would usually do.
Right. This is that, like we said, that keyboard warrior. This is that
Oof,
you that would be saying these things. People
to
don't
the
get
max.
punched in the mouth like they used to in olden
Over
day.
there e-thugging.
Right. Like,
Well, right, because again, nobody fights anymore.
right. So
So
now it's
if
life
it's
or
gonna be a
death.
confrontation, somebody's
Like,
likely gonna shoot you, so you don't really have
so there's that constant air throughout the day as I go get my bagel. You know,
Right, I gotta worry about getting shot.
right. And we wonder why we're all so stressed.
Everybody's on edge, but at the same time, not trying to hermit yourself because, I don't blame anybody. You can't just not live your life because you're
Right.
afraid. That's no way to live. But, ugh, the external factors that just
Yeah.
make boundary setting even more difficult, like you mentioned, the internet,
Exactly.
inflation, and
Yep.
just everything else piled on top of that. It's pretty much like a job coming up with this.
Right. I feel like it's wearing us thin as a people, and I don't like it. I'm more
I
so
don't
like,
like it.
I don't too much care for that. it, it worries me because, like I said, I empathize with people, and I look at
Yes.
like people as a whole species. Us one
Mhm.
people, the whole T-shirt, kumbaya. Oh yeah, sure. And
You
like
feel like we're regressing?
I,
I'm sorry, Bill, not a science guy type of
yeah,
statement, but I had to say it. Like, do
no,
you feel that sometimes?
no, I didn't. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I
Alright.
feel like peak humanity was late '90s, early 2000s.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Bro, you guys, you kids don't even know.
Yo, you
Oh
missed
my!
out.
And I swear, it's not nostalgia. The example I gave somebody the other day was
Mhm.
ads compared to commercials. Ads and commercials
Mm.
aren't the same thing. You
No.
hate ads. You still remember the skip it commercial to
Hot
this
pocket.
day. Right. When pizza's on a bagel, you
If you
like
need pizza da-da.
that's a commercial. They put
That's a
work
fact.
into that.
They work. That was an actual position, people, like, these jingles that people actually
There
wrote and
was a
produced.
position for that. Like,
It
you
was a
got
thing. It wasn't just some sassy fast food company tweeting at you in a
Jamie
snarky
Foxx
way.
killed that shit.
There was thought put into these things to the point where it's just, like, beyond the marketing itself, "Yo, I want this." Even if you didn't
Right.
have it, you would still participate in the commercial.
So if you go look back in the '90s era, look at the toy market. That was the big thing in the night. Toys is what was
Wild.
killing the game. Like, oh my god. And then we got to this point where kids grew up. We got phones now. Nobody cares about toys. Now you
And
see
their
apps.
tablets and
Right.
their app store,
So you
buying up
just
all the apps they don't need to.
right, like we did buying all them damn toys. We didn't,
Yeah.
it's the same thing. They just figured out how do we make this toy look a little different to work for the kids now, and we call them apps. It's the same thing,
Some apps.
but it worked. It's so genius to me, like I said, to look at that marketing aspect on life stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, follow the money. Like, forget the moral compass because the money don't got no morals.
That's
they
a fact.
they don't
No
play
shade
by
room
our
about that.
rules. Like, no, that PPP loan we talked
Oh
about.
my
Like, yeah,
god.
see how that turned out for Uncle Buck. Right, like, it's not the same for us. We're playing two.
Do,
There's
do,
two
do.
different Americas happening right now. and we're in denial about it. There's that one that's connected and sees the fire over there
Right.
and all the poor people over here, and wherever whatever you're going to do with all those people you just laid off, because we
Ooh.
don't know. It's like,
And then also at the same time complain that people are lazy and don't wanna work.
right, just get back to work
What?
as they
What?
close the plant down.
Where am I gonna go work?
Right. There's the
Like,
ones
who's
that see
hiring
it.
that's not putting me through some BS 6 interview process to even get
Right.
the job?
Because now they know we can squeeze. We got them where we need them now.
Well, you need us more than we need you.
Right, because they're about to foreclose on your home.
Exactly.
Like they know
Get
they're
a
not
job.
unaware. It's the same as that gold rush thing. Oh, we're gonna. It wasn't the gold itself. It was, what do they say? It was the one selling the shovels and the pans.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. No.
Shifters,
Yeah.
wagon wheels.
Like, hey, you guys need a wagon wheel? Like, we've been stealing them off the other carts the whole
The first
time.
O'Reilly's that opened, like, that's the backstory of O'Reilly's.
Bruh, there are 7 body shops in my section of city alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we do. We steal your car, gut it, sell it right back to them. Yeah.
Sneak it up on 'em,
It's
they'll never
genius.
know.
Right. Like I said, I'm front lines. Like, oh no, that's what they do. It's true. There's 8 car washes for some reason. I don't know why we have so many car
Why are
washes.
so many car washes also being built currently?
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
You gotta find a way to wash the money. Okay. Well,
There
makes
you go.
sense.
Yep.
Used to be laundromats, not anymore. People don't care about that. Now it's
You're
washing
welcome.
machines. And what's the other one back
Oh
in the
yeah.
2000s? Mattress discounters, that was the other one.
Yeah.
Mm.
What happened to the mattress market? Like, remember, like,
You don't need
mattresses
beds
were
anymore.
nobody sleeps.
Mattress discounters. We
Right?
don't need those anymore. Sorry.
Yeah. So you look at those different eras of things that was the quote unquote hot thing. It's still happening. It's just way
Yeah.
more sinister than you think it is.
Oh,
They
it
really
is.
get you.
So much stuff going on in the back end, people. This is why we put emphasis on you having to advocate for yourself.
Please.
Because if
Please.
you don't, who else will? And if you're leaving it up to Gen Pop to take
Right.
care of you, that is a bad idea.
Oh. Still got my cap and gown, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so because now we're to the point where everybody's hustling. Well, the streets is hot now because money is
Mhm.
short. So yeah, not everybody's always looking for your best interests out here right now.
Of course not.
So yeah, it's good to have a friend that's aware. Keep that. I love having G around. Oh my god, I miss so many clues and
Likewise,
things
likewise.
and appointments and dates and things I shouldn't be doing on stream like all the time because I'm human. But yeah, you should surround yourself with people that are gonna respect those boundaries and help reinforce them.
Pretty much. You don't want it to be a hard process. Again, obviously, you don't have to do this by yourself. If you work better alone, cool. Then you want to test it out with people. Let that be your method, but don't just feel like it's a solo dolo type of mission.
Right.
It's all a concerted effort, obviously, for the greater good of Gen Pop.
The greater
But,
good. Jim Pop. It's gonna be a new sound alert for sure.
oh, it has to happen now. It
Jim
has
Pop.
to.
My friends be like, "Hey, bro, what the fuck are you saying? Don't
What
worry
does that
about
have to do?
it. You had to be
You went
there.
to jail?
Jim Pop.
You were in prison? Huh?
You don't know me.
You know my life? But yeah, I feel like you already answered what the most difficult factor is when setting boundaries, but I'm gonna ask you anyway because I feel like it.
Yeah, respect, respect.
So, A, saying no.
True.
B, establishing boundaries in the first place because who the hell knows what they're
Mm,
doing in life.
correct.
C, confronting oversteps. That's what we touched on a little bit earlier.
Hmm.
And D, placing others' boundaries above your
Ooh, that's a good one. Here's a good ones. You like studied for this.
own. I did. I studied hard.
Like, what's gonna give him the most anxiety?
I did the workbook twice.
I'm gonna go with C. The enforcing.
Confrontation. Eat that.
Yeah.
Confrontation. He's sticking to it, people. That's the consistency you need. You need to
Right.
know what you need to work on.
That's growth. See, because I could have picked anything else. Like, nah, I don't want to talk about this.
Exactly. Like, nah, we sticking with
It's
confronting.
like
I'm
YOLO,
not.
cannonball. Like, what? Let's see what happens. Let's go in
Yeah,
here.
you overstep my boundary. I might not know how to approach you with it. Maybe incorrect, you know.
So I'm trying to calm down that Tasmanian devil that was inside of me. Like I said, right? Like that's the other half. That's like he can't wait to say what he has to say.
That's literally me, and sometimes
Right?
I have to
Like
be like, I can't say this to this person.
it's some
Their
breathing
feelings might be hurt."
exercises. Oh my god, I would eviscerate people.
Uh, immediately.
Because like I
Just
grew up I was getting bullied in
oh,
school, and I had to
man,
learn to like be witty and have
and
comebacks and
reactive.
stuff.
Yeah,
And so like it's actually a skill, a social
that's
skill
real.
you develop as
That
part
is
of
real.
my
A
lingual
lot of
judo.
people don't know how to Joan. You'd
I
be
found out like,
surprised.
oh, so not everybody sorry.
No, and they'd be like,
Right,
"Look,
like
poor
I
girl."
thought she was ready for this. Like you shouldn't have said that shit about my shoes.
Oh my god. My mama bought me them shoes.
Right, right. Like now I'm unfriended on Facebook.
Right.
Oh,
You ain't top 8.
right.
Boy,
Oh my god. The top eight era. Bring top eight back. That's what will save humanity.
you
Bring
know
top
what?
eights back.
No, it won't. Top
Uh,
8 is gonna destroy and ruin
it's
families.
just exactly what we need to start the
This
regrowth process.
society cannot handle a top 8.
We just got to tear everything down, and that's how you slowly do it. It's the
Oh,
nostalgic. It gives the nostalgic kick. Like, hey,
the
remember my? And you're
stupidity
like,
of it
yay!
all.
And then suddenly, all the family's not talking at Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Because Sister Ethel made it to number eight, but
Yo, Tom don't want no parts, okay?
Tom is doing great, right? He's the only
Tom
one
is
doing good
still at
right now.
that desk with his head over his shoulder like, "Still got the white shirt on."
Chill. Oh my god.
For the youngins or the people that are a little bit like, "What the hell are y'all talking about?" MySpace,
The good old
one of the
days.
first major platforms. I won't say the first because it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
One of the first major social media platforms where we, all started
It's where we
somewhat.
discovered that we're a little bit judgmental.
Yeah.
It hit like right in that like high school era for me too. And it was like peak like judgmental time.
It's like
Uh
beyond AIM, now I can really get
yeah,
my thoughts
like
out.
I can see how other people feel about me.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like
They
that was that
unfriended
seed.
me?
Oh my god.
Like,
People were
yeah.
like fighting, like crying. It was such a
Yep.
tragic time for kids.
Was they this is where it
Uh,
all started,
we're
the
going through it.
hecticness of it all.
But I feel like that was those seeds that were planted, and now we're adult size. And yeah, it hurts
Adult.
even more now, huh?
Ah,
Grown
like,
trauma
that
is
was in
way different.
preparation. You didn't think social media would get worse, did you? Like, it
Right.
did.
So bad and fast, really fast.
Very rapidly.
It was like very fast, like
They were not playing.
scary fast.
Basically was like, "Alright, bet. Put all of your university information here. Eventually, I will know all of your data more
Oh
than
my
you know
god.
better."
He got
And
us.
yeah,
He
he definitely got us.
he got man, he's good. And that
That
guy's
damn
poker
Zuckerberg.
face. Can't tell what he's thinking at all or
Nope.
feeling.
It
Or
is a robot, yo.
the man is a whole android. I'm
I
still a
am
firm
now.
believer. I saw him drink that water. You saw that water. That
Oh
was
my
not how you
god.
normally drink. What is that?
I don't know.
So yeah, the internet social media thing has morphed us in reality to where hell some people you don't even see ever look up. I told somebody the other day pointed out a cloud and it took them like a legit 3 minutes to finish whatever they're doing to look at this gorgeous cloud I just
Oh, while
pointed
they
out
were
in the sky.
texting,
Right.
like, "No, wait, one more picture."
Right, like, oh, hang on, let me get my camera ready. And that's how you had those millisecond thoughts.
Yeah.
I was like, there was this whole beautiful moment we could have just had sharing at that cloud shaped like a bunny right there. Because that's so cliche and funny, right? We could laugh about. I'm having all these thoughts in 3 seconds, And my entire mood was, well, this sucks. Like that, I made myself sad in 3 seconds because I'm thinking of like
Oh,
missing out on the beauty of existence and the miracle that I'm having all these philosophical,
circle night. Like, what the hell is
right.
going on in your head right now?
Because for me, it was me taking them on. I don't have my phone on me. We're just at the park. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go free.
Yeah.
I'm going to like take that chance, do that thing, not worry. And it's, nice. And I look over, it's like, shit. It's like, you missed everything. Like, oh, it was a whole ass unicorn. Yeah, you
Like,
missed it.
the cloud's moving. It's gonna go away.
It
It's
moved.
changing
G, it
shape.
moved. It went
Alright,
behind
it's gone.
the tree line. It literally, it was
Sun
like
went
a
down,
movie
moon's up.
scene.
Like,
Like,
"Yo, how much time passed?"
right. That's why I was like, wait, how long has it been? Or is this cloud fucking with me? Like, oh, you gotta be faster.
That teleport got
So
him.
that's how I looked at it. Gave me like an epiphany in that moment to look at life, how fleeting we can miss these most magical moments and
Mhm.
just that one little thing that you might not normally do every day. Look up from your phone, maybe.
Oh, wow, that is so true.
It's gotten to that point to where that's a thing to where I'm bragging about this right now.
Yeah,
Like,
people are glued to devices to the point where it's an appendage. It's really bad.
I can't wait to see human skeletons in the next like
Oh, with the
10,000 years.
hunchback,
Oh my god.
the neck down
And we
at a
regress.
90-degree angle.
Like, oh, they
Oof.
started crawling again. Wait a minute.
Why are the thumbs so big?
Right. I can't wait for that part.
Oof.
So yeah, we
Ooh,
got that's why we got to establish some boundaries. Get ready cuz it's about to get more real.
it
Like,
is.
so practice being okay saying no, not today kind of things.
Maybe later, if you are open to it, if you don't wanna do it, that's fine as well, but you just have to know what your level of acceptance is and where you're not willing to go beyond. 'Cause people are gonna walk all over you, that's not fun. Who wants that? Ugh.
That's where I struggle and get walked on because I'm afraid of the confrontation and won't say anything because I'm passive aggressive.
See, that just is like, now my bully meter is up, now I wanna beat people up for you, like,
Right.
who's walking on you? What do you mean? Why?
So that's why I find these friends because I'm the meme where they said the guy that won't ask for like extra fries. Excuse me, he didn't get his fries. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you would just sit there like, "But I ordered a large."
Yeah,
"Hey, he ordered a large."
that's
Like,
me.
that's
Like,
me. Yeah.
I'm like,
Unfortunately.
thank you.
Okay, thank
But like the giant swole one at the
knowing
table.
they gave him a Happy Meal size small, he's like, "Okay, I'll
Yeah,
accept
I'm gonna
2
take it.
fries."
Absolutely. If you mess up my order, I'm going home.
They got the nerve to ask for ketchup. Like, "Yo, what? Like, are
Right.
you accepting this? No,
Yeah.
Hey, you ordered a large."
That's why I miss my mama. She was that lady, like, oh hell no, not my baby. Oh hell no. He said he wanted a toy and he's got happy meal. Yeah, thanks,
"Oh, you didn't
mom.
give him a toy? Hold up."
Right. Now she throwing hands. Like, respect to moms.
For real.
So I'm like, oh, that's where I get it from. Okay.
That is hilarious.
So yeah, that's me in that situation and why, yeah, addressing my boundary being crossed is my problem. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to let that Tasmanian devil out, but also I'm getting walked on at the same point. It's trying to find that balance of
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying it in that moment.
And sticking to it too, because you
Yeah.
gotta be committed. You can't be
I'm mad about
you
that.
can't set a boundary and be sometimesy and just like,
I feel bad
okay."
that night in bed, like talking, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Oh, like, yeah, I'm that
No
overthinker that's like,
boundaries.
but what will they think of me in 20 years when they tell their child of this moment?
No.
I'm like, I don't want my nephew to grow up hating me one day. Bro, you ain't even got no
It was
nephew. What are you
fun
talking?
'cause my mind be wandering like that too, but I don't I just take myself out of that more like a storyteller. "Yo, what am I daydreaming about now?" type of stance.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to teach me your ways because that's definitely
Teach
where
me.
I'm stuck right now.
Years on the way to boundary enlightenment.
That's the door I'm knocking on right
Literally,
now.
they feel like I have said this before, but the stronger your boundaries are, the more freedom you'll experience showing up as yourself. So
And that's been nice. I've enjoyed meeting this new me. I don't know who the hell this is, but he's like, it's pretty cool.
exactly,
Like,
exactly. Who the hell is this guy? Hi.
right? Like, you know, when you walk by that mirror that one time, you're like, okay, me.
But double take, like, what?
Right. You step back,
Huh?
like, huh?
Me? Me?
Right. That's me. And I'm like, this shirt fit kind of nice today.
For real, yo.
You know,
And
that
it's just like enjoying those moments and making sure that you're making space and acknowledging them rather than this is like me talking out of like, oh, I do this, but I don't. Acknowledging and taking time for your achievements, no matter the
oh,
scale. Hello?
no,
Yeah.
gross.
I know it's so gross. So gross.
What? Being proud of my own self?
And
No.
I'm proud of me.
I did
Ew.
something good today. Yeah,
Pat on
that's.
my back. Ugh. Like, nah. But you have to celebrate those small wins and things like that just to kind of not only motivate
True.
you to keep going, but we tend to bog down on ourselves when shit doesn't go wrong. Or
Mm,
sorry, we tend to bog down ourselves when shit doesn't go right. So why would we essentially be more hard on ourselves when things don't are in our favor and like we don't take moments to acknowledge that time and it's just kind of it just goes on tuck. Like you did it. You completed
yeah.
whatever it was. You beat whatever level,
Right.
but it's just like, okay, whatever.
You
I'm not
just.
saying you gotta throw a party for all of these situations, but
Yeah.
just take some time for gratitude.
Yeah. I feel that. I'm actually like listening to this and like looking at myself like was judgmental parents. Like, this is what you should have been doing, son.
Like, who the hell
You,
she talking to right
you
now?
should be taking time for yourself and appreciate. And I'm like, oh my god, okay, where's my
Fine.
phone?
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah, no, you were spot on to that. I feel like you were talking to my spirit, and I'm like, yeah, that's
For
like
me,
I don't
talk
take
to myself.
breaks
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
once I finish whatever the task is. My buddy Tomas put it best: a to-do list of to-do lists
Oh,
is
that is
like
perfect.
my life. And I was like, yo, you need that on a t-shirt.
So
I'm like, what the
perfect.
hell? Where'd you get that?
Articulate.
I would say crediting the author. So
Yes, please.
yeah.
Important here. Yes,
Yeah. Like
always.
he hit the nail on the head. I was like, yo, yeah, that's you're never done.
No, the work never stops, and then even for that, if you don't take those points in time when you do actually have a moment or a minute just to escape real quick and just kind of show and have that gratitude, nobody else is gonna do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that
Absolutely.
just gives you fuel and energy to keep going and not just be in that weird cyclical time period. I feel people do experience this, but I feel like I've been, like, in the same
Mhm.
cyclical time period for, like, the
Yeah,
past,
it's been
like,
the same
couple
week
years.
for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know what
like
it is. It's weird.
yeah. Even like we were saying, stepping outside of yourself, doing something different that you're not used to doing every day, staring at the clouds or just taking a moment away from your phone, looking up when you're crossing the street and rather than being inside of your device. Things like that. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be major. It's small steps
right.
to make the major things happen, people.
Like I said, those minor boundaries can be stepping stones.
Exactly.
I'm trying to learn to flip it and reverse it.
All right, Missy.
Right? Shout out. It's my girl one time. You're flipping the flip. Um I'm trying to learn to like examine like the things in my life where I'm like, I don't want to touch that.
Mhm.
The way I describe it, touching food and old dishwater, like,
Oh,
yeah, like, yeah, exactly that feeling. You
bro.
just felt it. Like, yeah,
Yep. It
hold
is.
that, but like all day.
Ew, that is so uncomfortable.
All day.
Ew.
The things where I'm thinking like that, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, what is it about this? Why am I ew about the thing? And sometimes you can dissect and pull that little thread and keep pulling and find out, oh, it was just, old man Johnson all along, Scooby Doo mystery. Like it was something so simple over here, or it's some more deeper rooted stuff. Well,
Yeah,
maybe you should look into therapy, but seriously, to help improve yourself, observe those boundaries that you've placed on yourself. Understand why you put it there. Or is it some
yep.
childhood thing you brought with you? Is it something you picked up from someone else growing up that might have influenced you as a kid?
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
is it something you chose to put there? Is something I think that's important to try to look at.
And definitely consider, because if you don't, then it's just, what are you making these boundaries for?
And
Obviously, for your comfortability and not touching food in dishwasher.
when you got to pull the plug out. Gross, we had lasagna. Yeah, so those things become little trophies for yourself when you do overcome those obstacles. And you were saying it's those little wins that
Yeah,
you got to take. And that's a little personal win, for yourself you can celebrate. It's not something you did out there, it's
absolutely.
within. And that's some of the best shit to me.
Get those lifetime achievements.
Right. You can keep that. No one can take that from you.
That's a fact,
That's yours.
literally, and it's obviously not that you mean. In today's age in social media, people wouldn't be beside themselves if they didn't go share that immediately with everybody else because we all
Right.
care about what you're thinking
What you ate today.
24/7.
Yeah, God. I used to those Twitter diaries.
Oh, Lord.
There's
Thread.
Harry.
Like, "Oh, you know where this is going."
I had a troublesome day today at the gas
A
station.
thread.
Like, oh
I have
God.
footage and video too because I not only pulled the video from the gas station, I also took video as well of this exchange in preparation to post to Twitter.
Ugh, that's so much work. I get tired of posting my own music. I'm like, ah, shit. I don't
Hello?
know. Can I take a break?
Talking to the queen of no promotion. What the hell? What?
And y'all out here doing like the utmost, like the most minuscule thing.
And it's not even, like, for self in that moment, it's for the content,
Pure
which is
content.
wild.
What is happening right now?
Again, you're jumping into hurricanes for the content.
Like we've gotten to the point where the algorithm has finessed us and convinced us to do what it wants.
Yeah, like, you're the entertainment, entertain everybody.
That's my big tinfoil hat conspiracy I'm working on right now. No, the AI is already taken over and it's watching us for entertainment.
So wild because it's always existed, but it's just such a big
It
deal
learned. It grew
now.
with us. It saw us when we first started and it was, oh,
Sad.
okay. This is what they do. Let's see how far I can push
Humans.
him. Can I make him
Right.
stand in a hurricane? Oh shit, he did it.
Sure can.
And now you're like, yeah, you're seeing the internet come to life in reality to where, yeah, I thank you. Scary story. I went to a record store a few
Yeah.
days ago, and there were a couple kids that walked in. There was one kid that came in first, and he had a
Mhm.
camera. And the old guy, and it's traditional old vinyl record store, those old
Yeah.
dusty, yeah, Mississippi record store. What you're thinking. And the kid walked in with a camera, and the guy asked him, are you a photographer? He's like, yeah, I take pictures. I didn't see this kid take one picture. That was my first. Hmm.
Huh?
He was a youth, like probably like
So
high
you
school age, like youth.
like
the
DSLR camera?
Yeah, like big boy. It wasn't like
What?
the one auntie pulls out and she says
Yeah,
she's a photographer, but it's like
like
a
the
old
Kodak.
yeah. Nah, like nah. He got a neck strap and everything, like ready to go. I
Wow,
was like,
big bro.
nice. So I was thinking, oh, he came in to take pictures of all this, rustic,
Nostalgia
yeah, that kind of thing.
relics that he's displaying.
Right? Like, whoa, what is this? He's an explorer.
It's a frisbee.
Oh, it's my. And then I kid you not, there was another kid that came in.
Mhm.
Two kids. One was pretending to be blind, and that was
Where are
the.
we going with this? What?
I know. Yeah.
Okay, in
So,
Mississippi. It was a
Bruh,
photographer
I
lad.
cannot make this up. I wish I was hooked up to, like, a
What is
lie
your life?
detector, like,
A
bruh,
day in the life of BT, yo.
this biopic gonna be lit, I'm telling you. It's gonna have so much
Oh,
in it. Y'all just
okay.
wait.
Okay, now I'm very interested. Continue.
I'm looking through the stuff, and I see them come in, and I see he has his shades on and his walking
He
stick.
even had
Yep, all of it.
okay. Alright. Alright.
So
Props. See
he
what the
was
internet gives you? Access to foolery.
bruh,
Here.
this is a true story.
And
At
he
my,
bought him right
like,
off of Amazon too with his parents' card. Continue.
oh god. He came in and was looking around at stuff,
Mhm.
and the old guy was being extra polite, because
Yeah.
blind guy, can you let me help you out through the it's a small store, let me move some stuff around. Great
Mhm.
time. It was a wonderful moment at the old record store.
Aw.
And I realized the first kid was recording. He wasn't taking pictures
Oh,
because I noticed he
no.
never spoke when the other two kids came in. And so my
Mhm.
first clue that something was up was when they went and looked at some records. And he asked if they had any country music. And I was like, he was a young black kid with two
Eh,
white with two white
okay.
kids. So
Mm. Let me hold
I
my comments.
for story purposes, everyone needs to
Okay.
know the characters because
Yes, 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 yes.
so
We need
he asked for
background.
the country music, and I was like, "Oh, that's okay. You like what you like." And he picked up the record and said he didn't like this one. He doesn't like the color of it. And I was like, "What?"
Uh,
He's
alright.
he's. I was like,
Mhm.
wasn't gonna think. I thought he was being funny, like with my friends, like, haha, because he's. So they keep on going, and they walk over to where I'm looking at records,
Mhm.
and he takes a big sniff and says, "I smell colors." And I was like, "Wait a damn minute."
Oh, Lord.
And right there in that moment, I knew what was happening. They were
Mhm.
doing the Dave Chappelle skit.
Yep.
And I was like, ah, okay. I
How do
see what's
you but
right.
how do you man
Yeah, that happened. True story.
how do you bastardize Clayton Bigsby to make it unfunny?
Bruh, it was the so not funny shit
You
like
children of the
ever.
day, that's another problem with your content. It's not funny.
It sucks, bro.
I
Stop it.
laugh at everything. It's not funny.
We're hilarious. We love funny
What?
things. We're not laughing.
I smell colors.
True story. So I didn't say anything. I was like, hmm.
Hmm.
And that's when I looked up and saw the other kid behind a shelf. And
Yep.
I looked directly in the camera. The whole time he was there, I was like, I'm going to ruin every shot that you take from now on because I know what's up. So he
Yeah.
started trying to avoid me because I'd stand where
Mhm.
he was trying to shoot and block it. I was like, yeah, we can play this game. So then he asked the guy, you got any Michael Jackson? And he's like, yeah, we got some Michael Jackson. He's like, the early one or the late one, like trying to make that joke. I was,
Yeah.
"Bruh." But he kept saying it because the old man doesn't get it. They have to somewhat
Right.
understand for the joke to work.
You have to know well, again, that's the trouble with talking to strangers, children.
Right.
You don't
What?
know your
You
audience.
don't know what this guy's on today.
Hello?
And
Could have
like,
been Michael fan number 1. You could have, like what?
or me when he's like, I smell colors. Like, you don't know
Could have just
what I.
popped off on this kid like, "Wait,
So you know that Tasmanian devil.
there
That was
almost."
my test of faith that day. All right, son, here's your training.
Test your
Let's see
might.
what you. And I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and check out. Let me buy
Yo.
these. And yeah, that really happened. To
What?
where, yeah, kids just they do not care anymore at all. Even consenting to be
Ugh,
recorded on video.
that is
There's
so
legal
skewed.
ramifications.
There is, and they don't give a damn.
Well, this is the fine print that you need to understand. You guys need to understand this stuff before you just do pranks on people. Like boundaries. Didn't a prank guy get like shot recently or
Yes,
something?
that was actually down the street from my house.
Oh wow! Look at that. Brought it full circle.
Yeah, it was at a mall.
Wow.
Like, he was joking around with somebody, and, I've never disclosed what state I live in, but you
Right.
can probably kinda
Yeah.
tell based on what happened with the story.
Right.
So, yeah, you tried to run a live prank on somebody and pow.
Right. Are you willing to
Yeah.
take that risk out here? Like
And
it's
is it worth it to you
for
for
clicks.
15 seconds of a story? A
Right.
retweet? A possible share on national news?
You would have done better to tell me, like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Oh, cool. What is it? Bam, you got a new subscriber. Like, is that easy? We're both in a record store. We must like music or something.
And
Let's have a
imagine the
conver.
time that they wasted coming up with that
Bruh, it was the
concept.
lamest. I was upset for Chappelle. And I was like, is this
That
what your
is so
legacy
bad.
became to kids? Like a
Did
joke
you
for
get
them to
the
tell?
original skit at all?
Right.
Like,
Like, no, this isn't, that ain't it.
ugh,
But yeah, those boundaries are completely evaporated out there.
for real.
The societal contract needs to be rewritten because we don't have rules for internet society.
Let's burn that contract,
Yeah,
whatever it is,
let's control
because
alt delete. Start over.
literally, no rules, just right. Anything is going, and it's just what is happening? Until something major happens to really shake people up or disturb them, that's when you get the fake outrage and the care for that
Yeah.
moment, and it doesn't stretch into, "Okay, we need to make some change and really set the boundary so this doesn't happen again in the future."
Where's the change though? Like,
Ain't no change.
I know we're
Mm-mm.
mad, but what are we gonna do?
What's our solution for this? Oh,
That-
something else happened? Okay, bet. We're off that.
right. Like, God, we have so fish brain, I call it.
Yeah.
Like over here.
Attention
Bubbles,
spans
bubbles, bubbles.
gone. They don't exist anymore. And it's just at the same token, why are people feeling they are fulfilling a need that people don't care about?
Right. Thing are you satisfying from the people like
Yeah.
with this? What is
Like,
this
nobody
bringing?
asked for this. It wasn't requested. Okay, cool.
See,
Why
that's
do
why
you
I'm
think
convinced
people
it's the
care?
AI. That it's not us. It was the
Everybody's
computer,
AI but us. This is
right?
amazing. Maybe
The
I'll do
whole
that too.
time. Go look at YouTube thumbnails. Why does everybody's thumbnail look the same?
Why is everybody's body popping
That's
out of the picture against like a
surprise face. Like,
ah
why is
with the
everybody yelling?
superimposed burger next to them because 'cause they're doing a food review, and
Yeah,
it's like, "Ah,"
like
with
you.
a nice
Oh,
poppy blue background, the outline around them with a slightly beveled edge so they can pop out of the picture.
perfect. That's it. Yeah, nailed it. But that's standard thumbnail now. So, like, is
It
it
is.
unique? Is it
No,
special to your channel? Is it special to what you'd like? That
not
kind
at
of
all.
thing. Like, yeah, I put a cheeseburger on mine because we're doing food. Like,
Gotta bring them in somehow. It's judging a book by its cover, people. I mean, I know you have that lasting second to make an impression on somebody, and even with the previews of certain videos
mm,
that'll autoplay, that first couple seconds is very key and
it's
important,
vital.
but if I am into someone's content or really support that person, I'm gonna watch it regardless. I don't give a damn what the hell
Right.
their
Like,
thumbnail
what?
looks like.
I care. Move this
Your
thumbnail out of
thumbnail
the
could be
way.
black. If I see your screen name under it, I got the notification, guess who's watching? Hello?
Exactly. This thumbnail is a step in the way. Like, move. I'm trying to watch this
Who
video.
goofy is that? Who designed this? Like, why
Right.
ew.
But I call it the efficiency conundrum. So we figured out the perfect thumbnail to grab attention, and it became the standard as opposed your own special little unique
And
thing you
it's
do over
so
here.
played out. When it comes
Oh,
to certain brands, some brands get it right and they're consistent with their look, complete identity, it just matches, it goes with it. But for the normal everyday blogger that's just posting their content,
like I said, mom and
they don't
pop.
even try.
No, they found out they don't even have to anymore. They're like, oh, you'll still do it.
Yeah.
It was the self checkout craze.
Oh, Lord.
Like, oh, we don't need cashiers? Oh, bet. Say less.
Oh, but wait, we need somebody to watch people to make sure that they know what they're doing?
We need
Okay,
bouncers.
wait. 2 of y'all come back here. Y'all stay here. We
Y'all come
apologize.
over here.
We apologize in advance. Sorry.
Slide down. I've never, I'm never gonna see a full Walmart of cashiers ever
No,
again.
it's so strange. Even at Target, it's just may
Like,
have 1 or 2 cashiers, but everything else is
bruh,
self-checkout. It's crazy.
Christmas as a kid. This is why we say like it's not nostalgia, bro. The
Mm-mm.
fact Christmas season in the
That
'90s.
feeling?
It's
We're not
cashiers.
talking about Christmas in, like, July, how they love to the
Right, not
commercialization of
whatever this
everything.
is. Yeah.
I
What
swear, Halloween candy has been out on our shelves since July.
Halloween candy on clearance now. Damn, we ain't even did it
That's
yet.
we ain't even there yet.
Right, like,
Not a
what is
fall crisp breeze was felt, and it's
that?
just, why how are we here already? But, okay.
That's another episode there.
Hershey
Yeah,
go Hershey.
when we get into marketing. Yeah, they convinced us that Christmas falls in August now, like, "Oh,
Literally. Get your
cool.
pre-orders in.
Oh
Why?
my god.
What is going on?
What is happening here?"
So wild. It's funny. We observe these things and connect based off of oh my god, did you notice this too? Yeah.
Like I said, across the room, just nod and look, "Yeah, I saw that shit. Mhm,
Mhm.
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 There you go." Ain't gotta say anything.
It's so weird. But yeah, in general, don't fall for the corporate traps, people.
'Cause
Try to
they're
ugh.
good. They're smart. You gotta
They're
be
very sneaky.
and I know I don't have all the knowledge and answers to what's happened. I've been under a rock for the last 6 years. I just
Yo, I
got
am
back.
Iraq. I don't even care.
Right? I don't know what current trends are. I used to be that internet guy, the
Like,
nerd
on
kid.
it.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
I knew everything that was pop I don't have a clue anymore. So, yeah, I appreciate G when she talks about these things and, like, says, "What's Twitter up to? Let me know because I need a trusted source," is my thing. There's a lot of YouTube videos, but I know what you guys are up to.
Yo, if you get your news from me, it's gonna be stubborn news because clearly I refuse to call Twitter my ex, so it's not gonna
What?
happen.
What was the who wanted this?
You know who wanted it, your boy Elon.
God, what are we
Terrible,
doing? It's so bad. It's so bad.
terrible.
Somebody needs a boundary on that guy. Yeah.
He has no boundaries, clearly.
Ah,
Invite him to the damn show so we can
right.
talk.
I would love to. Like, bro, you okay? You want to
What's
talk?
going on?
You going through something, man?
You good?
She call you? Yeah.
Do you even need Twitter?
You want to drink?
Yeah.
Because you seem upset.
He's like,
Like,
he's real
very.
mad.
You disturbed, sir.
He big mad.
You want a hug? I'm trying to spread love out here because we are hurting.
Oh, man. Ugh. In a terrible world, people yeah, that should be even more motivation for you to make your boundaries. Because if stuff isn't going on right in the world, as a participant and functioning member of society that you are, I mean, we can't force it to be a better place, but we can actually help it,
Right?
so
We can
do
talk
your
about it.
part, do your part, make
Like,
your boundaries, set them up.
heck yeah. Planeteers.
Oh, you can be one too.
Right? See? That, oh my God. It was such a
You
time, man.
all will never have jingles or
And
freaking
we'll,
show intros like that, period.
skip it, skip it.
Relatives come gather round, like, what?
Oh my
What are
God.
commercials even now?
We're bops.
Jammed,
We got excited
certified.
when
They
commercials
still
came
went
on.
platinum, for real. Commercials was the time. You were enjoying yourself, you were still getting your snacks, but it wasn't, "Oh my god, why does it have so many
Right.
commercials?"
Skip, skip, skip.
Like, now, when a commercial comes on, it's just like, I don't even wanna watch this show no
Yeah,
more, yo.
I throw my phone like, ugh, ads. L.
Like, skip, you sitting there waiting for the countdown never comes.
Right, like commercials appeal to us.
Mhm,
That's the difference now in society for me is think of the ads we have now and the
mhm.
commercials we used to have then. No, this ain't the same.
They don't have any effort into
At all.
today's
Like, you hate hearing the music when it comes, oh, this song again. But
such
like
low
skip
to
it, you
no effort.
remember.
Yeah, and the originality is gone, yo.
Bruh, I'm telling music is hurting right now,
Mhm.
guys. Like,
Big time. Help!
I can tell you from the front lines, it's oh boy, it's gonna get rough. But I know
You're
like
not wrong.
Spotify won't ever close down. So it's like, well,
Don't
we
jinx these services that we actually like, alright?
right.
Please,
That's the problem.
please,
Like
please.
it's so good.
Next episode we
Right.
record, so, remember what you said about Spotify?
Right. Like yeah,
Okay.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Yep,
I don't say it no more. But it's
you
so
lost another one,
good.
bro.
This man been losing all the accounts. Get him out of here.
Yo,
But
so
yeah, it's that
good.
convenience. It's good. It works, and that's what the issue is. It works really well. Those thumbnails,
Mhm.
it works. That's the
Yeah.
problem. When a drug works, oh shit, we're on
Ooh,
to
yeah.
something. And we know phones. We know the whole yeah.
Yeah, the convenience at handheld convenience of it all is just ridiculous.
Down to manufacturing exactly to the millimeter how your
Mhm.
icons are placed. Knowing those kinds of things, you look at life a little bit differently.
Exactly. You see UX, UI, I'm seeing a way that they're about to sell you something else that you do not need, but
Right.
you think you need it all of a sudden.
What you really trying to sell me? It was when you find out the 3 card Monty thing. Oh, the crowd's in on it. It's not just the guy with the card.
Oh, he got
Oh,
hired? What?
right. We're finding out in these companies and stuff. Oh, they're all in on it.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
It's an umbrella corporation? Yes.
Right. Like I said, if I know the gold rush is coming, yeah, I'm going to invest in shovels and buckets. And yeah, that's wagon
Proper
wheels.
tools, gotta be prepared. No toilet paper, please.
Right. Remember when COVID hit, everybody was buying up masks and PPE? Nah, you got to get it from me now. I'm going to charge an extra 60% for it. Like,
Why were masks like $20 a pop?
right. Like, yeah,
You're so greedy!
remember we were like stunting in masks? People were getting diamond out masks.
Listen, you're gonna have to bring them back. This flu season
Yeah.
is not gonna be a joke. I keep telling the people, "Hey, if you got your mask still, make sure you're in an easily accessible area because whatever the hell variant is going around now, plus flu season coming, ugh,
Yeah, new
ew."
ho during the squeeze, inflation crunch, and holidays. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting time.
Yeah,
I'm
rip.
curious to see what's
Sure.
ooh, and we got an election cycle coming up, and they're all crazy.
Ew.
Yeah, grab your popcorn, kids.
We also have a former president possibly being indicted.
Like, how is
This
he
isn't a
still talking?
joke.
Like, aren't you arrested? I thought you can't talk. Like, can't you not
Aren't you
speak?
arrested? Didn't you get arrested?
Like, I thought that was the
Who bailed
rule.
him out?
Right, like, "Excuse sir, excuse me, I have some questions."
Yeah, so anyway, I'm on the campaign trail. You're still running for president?
Right, like, oh, so, like, you don't know you're arrested, right? Like
Like, "Nah, don't worry about it. When I win, Imma just pardon myself and the guys, you
like,
know what it is." Like,
he's
"What?"
right, "It's cool, I already pardoned myself, it's fine." Like, "Nope, you can't, like,
Party lit.
preemptive pardon." Like,
Right. It's my plan all along.
bruh. Yeah, get ready for more of that coming
This is so
soon.
absurd.
So, yeah, take
While
care
life
of
is
yourself.
crashing, yeah, exactly. Take care of yourself while life is
Yeah,
just
please,
happening.
people,
'Cause
pretty
yeah.
please.
The glimmers of hope. Remember the glimmers of hope.
We all we got.
Period. Because
Didn't
smart
Hulu
ass.
go up too? Like
Yeah,
prices up
oh my
everywhere.
god.
Like
Let's talk about some prices real quick. I don't know about boundaries of paying for these damn streaming services that they just keep
bruh.
raising their prices.
Yeah, let's discuss
Hulu
that.
went up,
Um,
Netflix is going up. They
yep.
sent, like, a shy email talking about some, "Our prices are going up." They try to keep them on the low.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I'm like, "What the heck?"
And didn't PlayStation start
Oh,
charging extra or something?
PlayStation has tiers now.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Tiers of garbage, that's what they have. Like, and the
Nintendo got
amounts are
Tears of the
so
Kingdom. We
absurd.
got
Tiers
Tears.
of
Wow. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
so easy with tiers of garbage. The OG, the new PlayStation Plus experience. Yo,
That was
so just
good.
to run through those again, I know I mentioned this, the previous episode, but PlayStation Plus has 3 tiers. It's PlayStation Plus Essential, which is 79.99, the
Ouch.
cheapest you can pay for a 12-month subscription.
Ah, that hurts.
PlayStation Plus Extra, the mid-tier, is 134.99,
What the
$99 a
what does
year,
it do?
and PlayStation Plus Premium is 159.99.
Who is playing video games now?
Hey,
Like,
yo, you are the video game. If you're fucking paying
wha
$160 to get online,
bruh,
bro,
this
what?
This is what we talked about that crowd that came in that pushed the prices up. Like, I can't afford this in the basement. Like, no, who's
I'll pay anything. Why? You don't have to pay to get online. You already pay to get online. Why are you paying to play with your friends, basically?
right? Like, your friends are
Crazy.
behind a paywall. Like, is what happened.
Your friends are the paywall. Pay or play, or shut up.
Right. You can't have no friends here. That's crazy. I did
And,
not
like,
know that.
yeah,
Wow.
the differentiator between all of them, let's just say the essential, like, the bottom bundle, it just doesn't come with the back game catalog, Ubisoft collection of games, classics catalog, game trials, and cloud streaming. So, like, those are put in to the extra and then the premium choices
Ah,
bundles,
okay.
and it's just like, but are you really missing anything?
Right.
Even at base level, y'all are still I said y'all like I am not a I might not be after these,
Right. After this
backlog
one.
PlayStation Plus subscriptions run out of my account, but,
God.
to play online with your friends, you're still gonna be paying $79.99 for
Right.
12 months.
And you still
Crazy.
gotta go buy the game, and that's like
For
got a
another
season pass on it.
79.99.
Right. Man. So,
If
like,
you don't get the season pass version, that's $99.
you're potentially, like, paying $200 a month. Not $200 a month, but
People about to start having game notes out here.
right,
This is
like,
ridiculous.
I wanna have, like, a ticker to say, like, how much time I spent gaming, like, equating to how much, like, that costs with, like, all the
Oh, what's
subscriptions
your
and everything.
ROI?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
please.
imagine that. Like, where's that ticker?
Please don't do that because that's a lot of people are going to cry.
What happened to gaming? I know there's still some good ones. It's like music. I know there's still the
Commercialized.
underground. There's still
Yeah.
like the ones, but you still have to look at the mainstream thing. You can't head in the sand because that's what's gonna direct
Mhm.
what other people go to, what gets consumed, and what gets, put on the buffet for you even to get because they're eating,
Yep.
chow mein over here and you were eating lobster over here. Well, nope, now it's all chow mein.
And
Like,
unfortunately, due to positive revenue streams based on the pandemic, I know we keep saying it, but they feel like, yeah, we were still successful in a lull and people were still spending money. It's just like, that's great, but we didn't have much to do.
right. We were
And
bored.
I'm even throwing myself in there as a person that just regularly is buying games and is part of that
Yes.
consumerism.
My
But it's
backlog.
just like, oof, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's getting very expensive.
It's getting so expensive to have fun, to relax. What is happening?
I can't even sit on the couch for free no more.
Right. Like, well, everything you were going to stream or watch has gone up. All your
Yo,
games have gone up. Like, what you going to do? I guess I
it is
just
wild.
look
Nothing's free anymore.
at all. We found out a way to slap that consumerism sticker on everything now. Like, you can make money off of anything.
It's fortunate but unfortunate because it helps when it comes to people and like, building a side hustle or potential stream of income. But at the
Right.
same time, people bastardize that aren't really into that craft or whatever service, and it just turns into inflation.
Especially in the arts. Like, you really
Oof.
see that in the art creative
Indeed.
circles. The ones that have the check but not the heart kind of,
Or the
these people.
creativity
Oh, it ain't
at base
there.
level.
Either you got it, you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Unfortunately, I am one of those graphic designers that actually went
Yes.
to school for it, that didn't just go to Google University and YouTube U. So, there's something within the craft that's outside of you, aside from, like, your personal creativity and vision for things that you don't just randomly grab with Canva.
Ew. That's why I
Oh, yeah.
respect G. I'm like, see, you understand
Boy,
quality.
oh
Like,
boy.
okay, you get it. You see what
I
I'm seeing.
did. Of course,
Like,
because there's a craft to it. We were talking before about just having the trade and service type jobs or some kind of skill or talent. A lot of people are void of that these days, but still feel like I'm eligible because I can still complete the task. Even if it isn't
right.
quality, I'm still getting it done.
Yeah, it's that quantity over quality. One of these
Yep.
is going to be a hit. It's that viral
Mhm.
mentality. Well, one of these has to, you don't care about any of them. You're just hoping one of them does something.
Exactly.
That's why I release a new track once a month because the other 30 I did that week, I'm like, no, no, none of this is good. This won't
Bi
do. Yeah.
Bi-weekly soon, folks.
Ah, can you imagine if I like just didn't care about music and just put out whatever? Oh
Whatever
my
and
gosh,
anything and everything. Ugh.
bruh. I'd be a hit right now.
It'd be all over TikTok.
Right. But when you love your art and your craft, you can't treat it that way.
Right,
I
you can't
could
just
not
finesse
do
it
that.
for the sake of creating something or publishing something or having something out there in the public. It's just nah.
That's how you end up with that watered down, quick and easy. And the other thing I'm starting to see more now, since I'm still in the Twitch streamer, Timmer, I'm the old head on the corner, like trying to get the youth together. You gonna
Get
make
off
it
my
out of here
brand.
one day, young blood. Just hang in there. Just get out. Don't go down that street there. Then you don't want to go. Yeah, that's me, like trying to guide. And the bots I've been seeing that are digital artists, graphic artists, like offer, they've come out in mass recently. Like, I've gotten
You
so many offers for emotes suddenly.
because this is it's like, I love art, but I hate talking about the politics of profession versus the
Hmm.
tools that we're given, and then, of course, with the new well, supposed new tool on the block, AI creation and
Hmm.
generation. So,
Oh yeah.
that's partially the reason why you're seeing a lot more offers rather than people who would actually draw it by hand on their tablet.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is what I was looking for. Like.
Yeah, so anyway, for the people that basically just generate their art and cut and paste, copy paste, do whatever they need to do, get it to you. I mean, unfortunately, those types of apps are far more accessible these days. So now that people have access,
uh,
I'm gonna turn into a a robot that's gonna make emotes for
uh,
you and just turn them out. Yeah.
I
And try to basically climb up and, establish my portfolio that way rather than actually having the skill and determination and just,
Yeah, I did not think of the finesse emote market. Like it was
absolutely.
just something that, like we said, when you have your fortes, like certain things you just don't see. And I was like,
Mhm.
huh, yeah. When you said, it, I was like, oh yeah, that perfect. Heck yeah, let's sell this AI art we made as
Hello?
emotes.
Like, I don't have to draw this myself? Okay,
Right?
bet.
Yeah. Wow. Put me on game.
Hey. And a lot more companies are just like, "Well, people don't wanna do anything from scratch, if even anymore." So,
Ah,
we're just gonna give them the tools to do so. Here you go.
when I heard the thing about them doing the AI background actors, like
Mhm.
superimposing faces, that's when I
Yep.
was like, "Oh,
You
what?"
don't have to hire people. Like,
Yeah, that's what I
we're
saw. I was
really
like,
trying to avoid hiring extras, like, listen to
right,
you,
like just
casting
extra
director.
people.
What?
Like, bro, I just want a
Wow.
sandwich. Like,
Hello? A hot meal,
damn.
a cup of water.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's when I my ears perked up on the writer's strike thing. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, word. That's
Mhm.
what they trying to do
Yes.
with the face and likeness and other actors and stuff. And then
Now
I
you're
was looking
putting
at
people
music
on a
over here.
dime. Yeah,
I was
even the
like,
voices too is another thing.
yeah, I was like,
So
hey, artists.
expensive. Yeah, exactly.
Y'all got the rights to your own voice. Check your
Right.
contracts.
Do
Cause
you
what?
or do you not?
Right. You might want to check the print again.
That's a fact.
That's going to be like another issue. That's why, yeah, this strike
Mhm.
thing is serious. Now, this affects a lot of
It does.
stuff.
It's not just our movies and
Yeah,
shows
it's
that we
how they
like.
keep pitching. Oh, you're gonna miss out on all the new movies. You're gonna miss out on your favorite shows. We can't be striking.
More than that, people, go read up on it.
Way more than that. Oh my god.
If only people would create boundaries to do better for the world.
See, that's all. Boundaries for yourself. Just stop. Take 2 seconds.
Think of other people. That should be like an automatic boundary that people have, but they won't.
No,
I know.
like, and I'm worried, like we said about the holiday cashier. Walmart would be wall to wall with cashiers and people
Mhm.
shopping and it was chaos.
It really was.
It's Mad Max.
Black Friday definitely isn't the same anymore
Yeah,
because it's another corporate online slash Very light brick and mortar. It's very not, you know,
Right,
the
so
same frenzy that we grew up with, but, uh, it's yeah. Certain moments like that, and then the convenience of the digital experience, it kinda just skews
mhm.
how society moves and has to, like, work with everything. And who's really gonna go fight at Best Buy for one TV that's in stock, if it is in stock at that store?
I went in Best Buy, like, a couple months ago and almost cried. I was like, "This used to be
Best Buy used
the
to be
place."
pop Best Buy is so empty
Every check, like, I was headed to Best Buy. What new
just
DVDs and
'cause.
shits right, like, "What's in here that I can spend my
I don't
money
even
on?"
need anything, like, I'm just at Best
Right.
Buy.
You didn't need shit in there.
Nothing. We
But
just
you
go
were
look.
like, "Let
Let's
me
just go
check.
look and see.
Before I get to the house, let me
Let
stop."
me go watch their TV for a second. I'm like,
Right. And, like, now it's just empty,
"It's
spider
very
web
empty."
empty. It's wow, I saw something die.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
we saw Circuit City die.
Circuit was my jam because I hated Best Buy back then. I was like, "Screw you, Best Buy, I'm going to Circuit City."
City.
And then Circuit City goes, it's like,
Circuit
"What's up,
City's
Best
like,
Buy?"
"Get over, bruh.
Right, like, "I don't know, man, we ain't got it."
Y'all over at Best Buy playing with the game consoles or whatnot."
It was such a time.
Really was. Like, that in-store experience is just
To know that'll never be like, it literally no,
yeah.
that's gone. Like,
Shopping is a wrap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love a good in-store pickup or a drive and pickup type of deal, but,
try
even
to
just being in stores now just feels different.
you can doesn't the air feel different when you it doesn't
Yeah.
you don't have that excitement like, "Oh, I'm
No.
in wherever," like,
No. It's not a moment or
"I'm here to pick up my socks."
right.
There you go,
Where's the
thanks.
pickup counter?
Right.
Online orders? Okay.
Done. Nobody
Don't even
even
say
says
hi, don't
hello.
say
Right.
nothing. You just looking around. On my pickup, on my pickup.
Everybody just pointing, ain't nobody saying nothing. Yeah,
If
like
they on
that's
their phone,
right.
watch
You on your phone because you don't want to talk to nobody. Yeah, that's us now as a species. This is peak humanity right now.
That's terrible. We are so skilled socially.
You like look at ancient Rome and some are walking around in togas talking about philosophy.
See why I asked if we regressed? Are we regressing?
Right.
Ugh,
Yeah, you got a good point there. I'm gonna
is
lay down and think about that
oh,
next
my bad.
call. Right. Like, thanks. That's another one. Like,
Thanks, G.
oh, we're regressing. Now I gotta cycle this.
How are we gonna fix this?
Right. Now I have to solve that somehow in my head alone. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I got it. Welcome to the new world. This is it. Welcome.
hilarious. Appreciate you for pulling up for the episode.
Absolutely.
Share your boundaries with the people and your process of teens.
Hey, I try.
And a musical perspective.
Always gotta have perspective. Perspective is super important.
Absolutely. Tell the people where to find you.
I have a LinkedIn profile now because,
What? Need
right?
that link.
Yeah. I gotta get a job now. That's a thing.
Congratulations.
I am over on Twitch at BrownTiger73 and Twitter or X, whatever that is.
I don't know what that is. I don't know why you
Yeah.
saying that.
I had a trouble in my throat. Sorry.
But all the links will be in the description box as always, so don't feel like, "Oh my god, I need my pen and paper." It's fine. I'll throw them in there. I'll put the link tree up there too. Just be
Voice.
sure to connect with us using the Spotify Q&A sections and the poll, of course, and or on social via Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
Wasn't gonna say anything. Nope. I was like,
or
don't do it.
verbalvibemode.com. You can also leave us a voicemail using the Anchor app, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Love, peace, and Afro grease.